Hello and welcome back to my TSW4 videos. Today we're going to mix a bit of old and new up in the form of the East Coast Mainline, new release in terms of TSW World obviously. I'm going to put a HST on it and bring it into service as far as I can and take it down to Grantham from Doncaster. So yeah, this will be our liveried one. This hopefully we'll be able to get all the way from Doncaster to Grantham without any issues. This is on the free roam mode, so you never quite know what you're going to get when you do it in service mode. Anyway, let's get started. So we're in the cab, we're keyed in, we've got, so at the moment the AWS is isolated. We'll put the keys in, but we need to unlock it. Oh, if I can get, there we go. Unlock the key, and we'll put the headlights on. Day mode. Then this does the, so I do the lights there. Shut this door. Make it a bit quieter in here. So put the reverser in. Oh, has it gone off again? No, it really does that occasionally. Oh, right, okay. Okay. Enter forward. We'll release the brakes. So we can see at the moment we are coming out the sidings. You can't go any further than this. I've tried, and if you go past about this point here, you can't walk in. If you try and take a train any further, it just throws you out. I think that might be one I put in here earlier on actually. So we're going to bring it out the sidings into Doncaster, and then we'll take it on from there. So let's get started. We've only got 5 miles an hour on this bit, so be careful not to overspeed when we take it out the sidings across the points. Keep a bit of power up. It might be on a gradient or something. Okay. Okay, so we're coming across the point work. We should be going into Doncaster. Because we're in free roam mode, you can add waypoints but not stop points apart from final destination. So you can't set stations to call out, which is a bit of a shame really. It'd be nice to have that facility. Maybe they'll bring it in later on, but for the moment we just have to remember to stop at the places we want to stop at. So we should be coming to speed up actually in a moment to get 25 once we clear the points at the back there. This is a sort of 8+2, so there we go. We've got a bit of just for interest, if you do that there for people, that's the sign to lower the pantograph. If you're on an IET, a class 800 on electric mode, then you need to lower it just there because there's no more electricity and no lines after that point. And that's when you would go into diesel mode. In fact, you'd be in diesel mode before you got that point really, otherwise you're probably going to have to just grind to a halt. So we're coming into the, I don't know what platform number it is at Doncaster, the one you tend to start at if you start any services from here. There's quite a lot of sidings and whatnot, but you can't get to them all. Some of them you can, but not all of them, which is a bit of a shame. So I'll go down to the end of the platform. There's a few people waiting here. I don't know if they're actually going to get on the train it seems to be populated. It seems to be, perhaps not as well. It's early in the morning, but the stations are certainly better now than they have been. Even though you'd still get a lot of people wearing the same clothes, but it's better. It's getting better now, where it feels more authentic. We've got people walking up and down the platform, and there are people actually there, rather than big stations where there's nobody, which is, yeah, it kind of takes away a bit from the realism, really, the immersion. On a big mainline stations, you're always going to have people, no matter what time of the day or night, when there's trains running. So let's get to the end of the platform. If I can remember, I might try and stop at Retford, which is about 15 miles from here, but there's a possibility I might go sailing past it. This will do. We'll quickly stop here so we can have a look outside and open the doors. So here we are. This is our HFC. I had expected the weather to be a bit mistier than this, because I set it up for a slightly different weather, but it doesn't matter. Okay, and we'll close the doors. Release the brakes. Blasting the horn, and we'll be on our way. We've got 25 miles an hour over the points. Back inside the cab. We should be getting up to the 100-mile-an-hour bit in section in a moment. Past some sheds, next to some sheds. Okay, here we go. So we're off. On this bright morning. So it was going to, I said it, the weather'd be a bit misty than this, but it decided to make itself a nice sunny morning in October instead. Much like we've had quite recently, actually. So we got to 125 shortly. Okay, here we are. A bit of a while to get up to 125. So if you haven't played the free roam mode before, then I definitely recommend it. It's very, very good. I'm not quite sure the word to use then, but it just gives you a chance to explore those routes that or parts of routes that you've not been able to get to easily before, or you can only do them in certain modes. You can plonk whatever train you like down and just trundle around, providing you set a path, the signals will change for you, and off you can go. Also, you have to be aware that on the some of the lines, if you or rather some of the trains particularly, if they need electricity to run, like EMUs and whatnot, then you will need to make sure the line you want to put it on has also got electricity at the right time. Otherwise, it just won't work. If you want to use an electric train on a diesel route, then you'll have to use the scenario planner instead, which allows you to do that. Anyway, so we're going down the East Coast Main Line. We're using the Great Western Express HST rather than I think it's the Midland Main Line one, which came out a little while ago, fairly recently actually. I think that's a route I don't have, so I've gone back to the Great Western one, which is fine. I don't know what difference is there are. Maybe the sounds have changed or something, but this is a good set. And obviously I put somebody, Creators Club's done a fine job of recreating the Intercity 125 livery from the 1980s. Now we are in the service mode at the moment, or a little bit over speed there. We are in service mode at the moment, but hopefully that won't affect it. The danger is if you set a path, you might get held up by other trains, or worse still, find that you can't complete the route because another train's in front of you has stopped, or its service has ended or something. So that's always the risk, but it's a nice way of finding out, and it means you've got plenty of AI trains to make the service seem more realistic. Now I don't know how far we've got to get to. Let's just check. Let's schedule. We've got Grantham platform 4. I don't know how many miles it is. I feel like it should stay there somewhere. So we're going 125 mile an hour limit. As you might have noticed, the on the head-up display in the on my screen here is it only goes up to 100 miles an hour. This simple HUD. I've mentioned it before. It's clearly an issue, a bug, I'd say. So I was discussing this the other day about in between bugs and just errors. Or sort of minor issues. So for me, a bug is something that affects the gameplay, the way that the train operates, perhaps, or something to do with the route. You can't complete things, or the red light problem several months ago. They were bugs in the system that meant that the game couldn't be completed, or it affected your ability to complete it. as opposed to details that are incorrect, maybe the numbers on the sides of trains, or in the case of the Zoomers, the sort of cables between the carriages didn't seem to be connected properly. They seem sort of floating. Not really a bug in my mind, because it doesn't make any difference to the way the game plays. It's just more of an annoyance if you're into the sort of minor details like that. The AWS volume on the Zoomers is a bit of a bug, because if you don't listen carefully enough for it, it will go off and you'll miss it, and suddenly your brakes will come in, and it kind of spoils the gameplay a little. So, as probably most people who follow kind of the railway world now, the HSCs are finally been taken out of service. There are a few left running around. I believe that there are still some running, but the GWR I think we're going to keep those for a few more months, maybe until end of 2024 for contingency. But generally speaking, I think they are all going to be phased out. I mean, there are trains that are 45 years old and they've served the British Railway network extremely well, and they're much loved. You know, they are charismatic trains. That's what I want to use. The power of the engines, yeah, just a great train, and a kind of testament to good British engineering. 45 years of service. It's pretty good going by anybody's standards, I'd say. And regular use as well, not just one-offs, but regular day in, day out over the last few years. Last few years, actually, last 40 odd years, and millions of miles. And plenty of updates in that time, engine changes and those sort of things, but nevertheless, the bodies are all the same. Haven't seen any more Zoomers come yet. I don't know, is it too early in the day for those on this line? Not quite sure what that AWS was for. 120 coming up. Look outside. A lot of people would, who know these things more than I do, would say that the HSC is one of the trains that saved British Rail back in the day when they were struggling to get passengers. The airlines were taking over a lot of the sort of internal routes. People were flying more, I think, and we didn't have any money to spend on building dedicated high-speed routes like the French had, and obviously subsequently the Germans and the Spanish and the Italians all have. So they were trying to look how to make faster trains that could run on the existing infrastructure. So the you know, the main line, the Great Western routes, the East and West Coast main lines, and there was a battle between the advanced passenger trains and the HST, and the HST won out. There's several documentaries about it. If you're interested in railway history, it's well worth a look. The advanced passenger train was way ahead of its time, but yeah, never quite made it to production and use on the rails. It got plenty of tests, but never full passenger service, which is a shame. But I think there's at least a couple of them that are in, or one of them that's in their preservation. But you know, for this is the HST 125-mile-an-hour diesel train. It's pretty impressive. And of course, before then, it was loco hauled. And now, you know, most modern high-speed trains are set with a power, you know, the sort of power cars or driving cars at each end. So there's no need to, you know, have two locos or run them round. So it was a major innovation all those years ago, and rejuvenated train travel in this country, intercity train travel particularly. Not sure what the speed limit on this bit is. I think it's 115, 120, 125. Should be watching, really. We'll find out shortly. We get to 116, we'll know that it's okay if it doesn't go yellow. Oh no, that's good. Still seeing no other zoomers yet, which is a bit surprising. Let's see. I'm not sure that was for these crossings, I think. The sun's up in the air there, it's looking very nice. I'll power off for the moment since we're 124. Look around this cab. I never really looked a great deal at it. I think this bit here is a on-train data recorder, so it kind of records, a bit like a black box for trains. I think you type your number in here, and it will it knows who's been driving, and it records all sorts of stuff about how fast the train's going and all those sorts of things, I believe. Engine room lights, so that'd be quite a nice feature on some of these locos if you go into the engine rooms. Unfortunately, there's no option to do that, but it would be really good. Oh, that was another one crossing. As before, it's quite not sure how accurate this outside of here is, but I do know these large parts of East Anglia are actually pretty flat. Okay, let's get some power on. Get some more speed up. That was a neutral section warning. Let's come up there. I think so somewhere there should be a neutral section commencement board, which is the white version of that sign we just passed. So it'd be black lines on a white background. Just tells the driver to stop taking power whilst you go through a neutral section. Oh, that was a funny noise. There we go. So that's the neutral section. And obviously doesn't apply to us because we run on diesel, but they're normally not very long sections. You have to separate the power supplies from different power stations, substations, or wherever they come from. Is that another crossing? Oh, double yellow there. Let's take the power off just in case it wasn't. Going down to 100, that wouldn't, that, okay. Put a brake into full service because somehow I think there's a red ahead of us here. Not sure we're waiting for a red 4. I don't think this is out. Stop already, is it? Oh, we might not make this. Oh no, we did. Just in time there. Single yellow, so. Okay, what station is this? Could this be the one? I don't think it is. I think it was. Is there a train ahead of us? There's some grids there. I don't know. Yeah, I think we might be coming into it actually. Went quite quickly if it did. I think I need to route learn this a little bit more. No, this is Newark, so we're not there yet. So we must have a train in front of us. So yeah, we've got a single. Well, we've got a yellow, double yellow. So right, okay, so we can give a bit of. Okay, so that was Newark. So a double yellow there. So hope. Oh, there's a zoomer there. That's obviously that's waiting to leave. Maybe it's waiting for us to go past. or it's in the sidings. Yes, it's some sidings. Okay, let's see what we've got. We should hopefully have a green round the corner. Here we go. So back off again. Check the map and find out where we are. I think we are going to here. So okay. Oh, the blind does come down, is it? Yeah, it does. I don't know what these buttons do, some of them. What's that there? Oh, it's DSD, yeah. Which is strange because, yeah, DSD seems to go off every now and again. What are we just looking around to see if there's anything else I should spotted in here? No. So, getting back up to speed again. I feel like when they built this line, this part of it anyway, it must have been a little relatively straightforward compared to some of the routes that were built, with the land being fairly flat. I don't know if it's marshy or boggy, but at least you didn't have to blow holes through mountains and canyons and cuttings and all those sorts of things. Ah, finally, the train in the other direction. It's 103 miles an hour. Slowly getting back up to 125, which I then probably find we'll have to brake for the station or something. Well, a little way to go yet, maybe not. This is quite a good route for trying other trains on if you want to go fast. Be interesting to see sure somebody's done it. If you could put the German ICEs on here and run it up. I don't know whether the power, the voltage is the same or not. Some of them are 15,000 volts, some are 25,000. I'm not sure what the ICEs have got running through theirs, but maybe that's something to try out. It's quite a long route as well. Some of the freight scenarios on this one are 2 hours long, I believe. I'm not sure if I could bring myself to spend 2 hours on a freight route. I think it'd be quite dedicated. I know a few members of the TSW4 community that do like to spend that sort of time on them, but I don't really have the patience. In reality, the freight drivers' jobs are quite long. You spend most of your time going at relatively slow speeds from A to B, and also you quite often get put in sidings and loops and stuff to wait for passenger trains to go past you. We're 150 mile an hour section at the moment. Oh, hang on, must be something in front of us, so let's take the power off. Bring the speed down. Where's our next signal? So we're down at 60, so the next signal is a single yellow. We've got plenty of time to brake for the red. Okay, what have we got? We've got a single, so yeah, kind of slow down really. Want to aim for going 40 miles an hour-ish past the single yellow, but so we're okay. Let's get it down to 30 miles an hour, no more than that. Particularly, I don't know where the signal is. Where's our signal? Is that it down there? Let's have a look on the map. Yeah, there's a red ahead, so we need to slow. Okay, so that's the bit of approach control. So you must be approaching Grantham now. I think we're going to platform 4 where this service terminates. So the expression goes. So there was a bit of approach control there. So I guess we're going over the points. Probably 25 miles an hour, I guess. So nice job of the livery. Thank you whoever did it. I shall try and find out who it was and put it in the comments. The only thing I would say, if I was being hypercritical, and it's not criticism, is that maybe a bit more weathering. One of my suggestions for realism on Train Sim World is in the summer months particularly, you should get lots of bug splatter on windscreens, because it does happen. Just like driving a car, you get they splatter all over, and oddly enough, just like a car, trying to wipe the windscreens clean doesn't seem to achieve. It just smears dead bugs all over your windscreen, and just makes actually seeing it out of it even more difficult. So I think we're going into platform 4, 3 or 4, I think, at Grantham. So let's give a bit more speed up. We've got a 15 coming up, so we get. Yeah, I like this. This route's not bad for driving fast trains on it. It's good. I think some commentators on some channels have been quite critical of this route, but I don't think they're being particularly objective. I think it's a very subjective thing. The high-speed routes can be boring, I think, if you're not careful, because they just driving fast between 2 points is nothing of much of interest to see or do. I think I found that with the German ICE ones. I can't remember the names of them now, but if you've got the all the safety systems turned on, basically you're not driving the train at all. It's just driving itself, pretty much. And it's yeah, it kind of could be a bit dull. This is not too bad, I don't think. And let's say the free roam mode makes it a good route to put other trains on and run them up and down. Let's come into a 15 now. So is that the end of the platform? Before we get to let's just get yeah. That'll probably be our red at the end of the platform then, I guess. W. I don't know what that means. Don't know. Anybody knows that is? Please leave a comment. W. And normally you can guess them, but on this occasion I don't have a clue. Oh, there's another one coming in at the same time. Got an Azuma. An old meets new. Kind of hope this train fits in this platform. Is it a through platform? Is it a bay platform? Oh no, it's a through platform. That's fine. Okay, that's our red at the end of the platform. So just come around the corner and we should see our Azuma. And there she is. I don't know where the stop marker is for this one. There should be people down here, so we'll go to the end. but not past the red, obviously, because that would be a bit annoying after getting this way. Oh, there's an all marker there, so let's do that. The odd thing, he hasn't actually said that it's the end of the scenario. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Oh, there's another one coming in. Might get a look at those while we're waiting. Car park seems a little empty. Maybe they could do some more cars in there for the AI. I think the AI people is actually pretty good. Anyway, thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed the little trip down the East Coast Main Line. Please come back and watch my other videos. If you've got any comments, leave them below. Subscribe and press the notification thingy, as they always say in these videos. And see you next time. Bye bye now.